Welcome to Northern Soul channel. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to tape IT band. So if you have a really tight or painful IT band, iliotibial band, then you'll want to know this taping, so you can go ahead and apply that. Today, make sure you got what we'll need. Obviously, a high quality tape. I'm using mobility tape, just in case anybody's wondering, and sharp scissors, always helpful, or some sort of cutting tool. Blowtorch, probably not the best idea unless you want to set everything on fire, and you love the smell of burnt hair. If you have hair, I do. So I'm going to show you how to do hairy leg. You can shave or wax, so that sort of thing is kind of recommended, but if you have a pretty good quality tape that's really sticky, it'll stick anyway. But if you're having trouble with adhesion, just know it's either your tape or your fur. So if you're a bit of a manimal, like I am, although probably there's people more manimally than me, then just be advised it might not stick super cool, in which case you'll have to do something about it. So I'm just going to show you, it's 3 eye tapes basically. Let's get started. So I'm just going to measure out basically the attachment point. We're going to have to put our leg in kind of like adducted sort of position. So it's going to be hard for me to demonstrate here because I'm stuck with the camera and I have to bend and show you guys at the same time. But typically you're going to lie down sideways on the ground, so the affected leg will be up, and you just have it kind of laying down. So I'm going to be laying here. Hopefully you can see that in the camera. Laying on my side, and then just to the side like this, you're going to let that drop down. So you're stretching this whole thing out. Okay, so it's down a bit. So you're just going to kind of open. Ooh la la. So we're going to be typing across there. Now you can go pretty high because it does go across the hip joint, but we're not going to do that unless you have pain up in this area. Then you might want to stretch it all the way, in which case I'm going to keep it PG and I'm not going to strip for you, I know, but you guys can go ahead and do that in the comfort of your own home. Just make sure the lights are off. Just kidding. So let's get started. It's 3 tapes. We're going to go into, so you're going to be in that position, slight flexion of the knee, probably neutral position. We're talking about 20 degrees or so. And we're going to measure. So the IT band provides stability and splits up the anterior, posterior side of the muscle. So the quadriceps will be on one side, and then you have the hamstrings on the other. And then there's the attachment point. So it provides stability for the hip when standing or walking and that sort of thing, and across the knee. So very common spots for pain is right by the knee and up by the hip as well. So you might have to target 2 spots, in which case you're going to need more tape, because we're going to put an X tape on the part that's painful. So keep that in mind. So if you have another 2 of them or 1 of them, you'll know because you just press into it. And if it's painful, you're going to put an X tape there, okay? I'm just going to demonstrate the 1, which is over here, because it saves time, and I'm not going to strip for you. Sorry, I know a lot of you will be disappointed, but get into memberships and maybe you'll see something. Just kidding. I don't want people to hate me for that. All right, here we go. It's going to measure up. This is going to be no stretch. So I'm just going to go up so far because, like I said, I am not wearing a Speedo. I remember we're going to the beach one time. It was Disney World, and they're like, you need to wear a Speedo. It's like, never. Just no. Okay, children. So anyways, eye tape, just going to round off the corners. And that way it'll be less likely to catch on shorts or pants or whatever you're up to. We're going to use some contrast tape as well. So you just need 1 for an X, which will be here. This will have stretch, so you might want to shorten it by a small amount. Maybe a quarter or something like that. If you go a little extra, it's fine. It's not that much of a difference. And I'm going to use red as well for another contrast. So there we go. With stretch as well. So the smaller tapes are going to have stretch, and the long tray tape is not going to have stretch because you're going to provide kind of a stretch. Technically, you can't really stretch an IT band. It's inert tissue. It's not a muscle. So it's connective tissue. So you can't really stretch that out, not technically. So what you're really doing is trying to get the muscles that attach into it to stretch out, kind of thing, right? So you're trying to provide relief. You may wish to, an idea, even with the tape on or prior, heat up the area, use like a foam roller or something of that nature, roll it out, try to loosen up that way, and then apply the tape, ideally. Okay, so I'm going to pretend that I'm lying like this and my legs kind of dipping down from the hip, okay? I'm not going to do that because I have to be able to tape and present to the camera at the same time. Now, to find the spot, you'll find the bony part here. There's two sides to it. So you'll have like a femoral, condyle on this side. And so you just press down until you hit that sort of ridge right there. And you'll see it's where like the two bones kind of connect right here. So the top one is what we're interested in. And then just past there, as you see, there should be a bump right about here. That's the tibial tuberosity. And then just to here, we've got another small bump here. That's where you're heading towards. So we've got about 20-degree angle, and we've got the two bumps. That's what we're lining it up with. So we're just going to go across like that. And then you're going to follow. All you have to do, now what I do is I just kind of press to the side and try to find that spot. You'll kind of feel it's kind of, there'll be a point where the muscle kind of turns into, it kind of dips and then goes back up as you hit the hamstring. So it's right about, right there for me. So you're going to aim it on there, okay? So that's kind of how you find it. And so it's going to look like that already. So let's go ahead, and if you're really OCD, you'd flip it that way so it's reading properly. When I'm not going to be doing that, but just in case. If you're OCD, you'd already be doing that. So no stretch once again. So I'm just going to go ahead, find that bony landmark up here, place. Oh, there we go. There's the anchor point. And then what I want to do is follow it up. So there's the femoral condyle. And then I've got to find that. So right there for me, because I can feel it's like very tight and it's almost like a cable. So I'm just going to aim it towards that direction. Once again, no stretch. Just going to place it because you're already providing the stretch by laying on it on your side. You're kind of letting it drop down. Okay, so once again, if you need more length, you just cut it. If you got to go higher up on the hip, right? So I'm going to go ahead and kind of set that. A little bit of rub to help with the adhesion. There we go. So that's the base layer there. That's along the IT band itself. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 more eye strips across here. So it's going to be on the part that hurts. So for a lot of people, it can be up here. It can be down wherever that hurts for you is where you're going to add the strip. Okay, so I'm just going to break that in half because we're going to do about 50 to 75% stretch, and every tape is different. They're not all created equal. So a good time to tell you, hey, PS Northern Soul channel on YouTube has videos on how to tape if you're new to it, and also taping brands competition. So I've actually had many different brands, popular ones as well as not so popular ones, go head to head, and then we'll see which one's the best out of all. So go ahead and check out, I got 2 videos on that and a basic one if you're new to taping. Really important to kind of get your head around it instead of, if you're seeing this for the first time, taping generally and you're curious about it, check that out, definitely recommend. Okay, so we're just going to make an X here. So we're going to follow kind of like, so say this is the part that hurts. It's going to plant an anchor, no stretch on the anchor points, and then you could just kind of pull it. So I'm just going to pull 100%, then you back off to about 75 to 50 with that bend, just like that, and then no stretch on the ends. Just going to rub that in. Okay, and then we're going to have one more. So we're going to break that. And then if this is, say this is the spot right here, or anywhere in that area, just going to stretch it once again, 100%, back off to about 75, so 100, back off to 50 to 75, just like that. And once again on the ends, no stretch. Those are just anchor points. going to press across here just like that. Beautiful. So if it was like wherever it can be different spots. Usually it's like under here or something, you could have an X there kind of thing. But this is just for demonstration purposes. You might have two of these X's along here. So you'll have that kind of, it almost looks like a railway crossing sign. You're gonna perhaps make one up higher in the hip as well, okay? So this is like a general increase for circulation, as well as just kind of for pain relief as well. And then this will provide support by offloading the actual IT band. So that's where you get relief. So runners, cyclists, anybody that's got like constant motion, that sort of running, you'll want to know this one. This will be very valuable. Give this a like if you got some value from that. Much appreciated. Comments as well. I do read some of them when I get a chance. Try not to be too naughty. I'll let that get a little bit out of hand down there. But most people are very friendly and nice and thankful, so appreciate that. Subscribe. Keep subscribing, guys. I've got new stuff coming all the time now. I'm on it, thanks to your support. And if you want to help the channel out, you find this value and you'd like to say thanks very much through some monies, because I always love some cabbage, help support the channel through monthly donation, through memberships. You'll find that on the video on the join button. There are some perks to membership as well, so big thanks in advance to everybody joining and the support. Much appreciated. Have yourselves a good day, and stay frosty. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Northern Soul out.